to say? Do I even know what I want to say? I beg, that's stressful, Jerry. I don't want to say that. No. But when you already prep yourself, it will open doors for careers, open doors for new relationships, open doors for friendship, open doors for networking, great networking. This is, I feel like, is a main spice, like a salt to conversation, communication, marketing, building relationship that a lot of people do not talk about. Getting to master the art of small talks. You can't thrive when you say, okay, I'm an introvert, I don't want to talk to anybody and just stay by yourself. You can't thrive that way. You should learn how to come out of your shell, especially for the fact that you want to learn, get to meet people, or even build a brand. So are you at that phase too? That universal small talk struggle? You are not alone. I understand. Come closer. Let's talk about it. So hello beautiful people, my name is Luchi Sam and this is Luchi's Journal. So today we'll be sharing tips on how to master small talks, even if you are an introvert. And this is coming from an introvert as well. So this is like a tested and trusted methods that you can use to improve and gain mastery of small talks. If this sounds like something you want to listen to, if this sounds like something you want to learn, you should stick right in because the last tip might be something that would help you more. When we talk about small talk, you can easily relate it to an introvert, that introvert that fumbles with words, or that introvert that is shy, that doesn't know how to put their words together. But can I just give you a shocker? When it comes to small talks or trying to master small talks or not being able to handle small talks, it's not just limited to introverts. It's not just limited to the introversion personality. It's an all-round thing. The fact that someone is loud in a conversation or during a conversation doesn't mean that they have mastery, or doesn't mean that they have mastery of the conversation, doesn't mean that they know how to converse. By the time we're done here today, you would have gained the necessary tips that you need to perfect and master your conversation communication skills. It is a skill that you need to learn. It is a muscle that you have not been using over time, that when you start using it now, you become conversant with the muscle. You become conversant with the right words to use. You become conversant with the best way on how to communicate. So without much further ado, let's just dive right in. So people ask, why bother with small talk? Small talk is a time waster. Most introvert feels like it's not beneficial and it doesn't really counts for them that much. So why do I have to waste my time engaging in small talks? But I like to see it as a bridge to something even bigger. First, it allows you to break the ice, which is very important, especially when you're just meeting a stranger. You need this small talk to break the ice into the bigger picture, all right? Because you won't want to meet a stranger at first and the next thing is that you're bombarding them with deep convos. You break the ice with a small talk, which is that time when you go past the awkwardness stage. Very important. It is like the foundation stage before going into any other step of conversation. So the second reason why small talk is actually very important and is skill to master is that it builds rapport, right? So it makes you look very friendly. It brings you off as being a very friendly and approachable person. The reason is, this small talk is the initial pointer that would show whether the conversation has any depth, whether the conversation will even have any potential to build. The fourth reason is that it signals openness. It is saying, I am open to converse, I am open to network, I am open to communicate, all right? So when you start out with a small talk, you break their ice and make them realize I'm a very approachable and friendly person that you can have an open conversation with, all right? So that is the idea. The fifth reason is it creates comfort, right? In the sense that it makes a fence environment, a fence atmosphere less tense. It just waters the ground and make everyone more friendly and more open to dive into the bigger discussion. So eventually, small talks are not entirely bad. They are not entirely bad, especially when you know how to use them right. And trust me, when you know how to use your small talks, when you master the skill, the art of small talk, you will be the friendliest person. People will want to hang around you. You'll be able to market not just yourself, but your brand or whatever it is you want to sell. You will be a likable person. It is the one single act that makes you an approachable, likable person. Being able to engage, connect, and hold on to small talks. All right, this is a fundamental social skill that when you master it, it will open doors for careers, open doors for new relationships, open doors for friendship, open doors for networking, great networking. This is, I feel like, is a main spice, like a salt to conversation, communication, marketing, building relationship that a lot of people do not talk about. Getting to master the art of small talks. You can't thrive when you say, okay, I'm an introvert, I don't want to talk to anybody and just stay by yourself. You can't thrive that way. You should learn how to come out of your shell, especially for the fact that you want to learn, get to meet people, or even build a brand. The first step on how to master small talks is, first, you need to have a mindset shift. I used to have this, like I said earlier, if you've been following my video, I am an introvert. So I used to have this idea that I cannot do small talk, that I'm not a small talk person. To be honest, I felt a lot of my relationships, networkings, and all of that, alright? So as time went on, I had to like build myself more to realize that small talk is not entirely bad, right? So I had to change my mindset on how I see small talks, because that is what makes the difference. Because you already have it at the back of your mind that small talks is not for me, it drains me and stuff. So it will be difficult if you don't deal with that mindset first, for you to even acknowledge and embrace the need for mastering this skill. All right, you need to renew your mind and start seeing small talk as a bridge to the bigger picture, as a bridge to the bigger side of the better conversation, and not just a performance. It is a bridge. It is the bridge that makes all of the difference. All right, I feel like most introverts, one of the reasons why they fear small talk is because they might be thinking that the other person might be having expectations of them which they don't want to meet. All right, or which they don't know how to meet. All right, so when you change all of this mindset and just flow with it, it makes things more easier and more seamless. So you don't have to always see small talk as a big grand thing that has to take all of your energy, or that you are trying to impress someone. It's good to impress when it comes to networking, that you are trying to do too much. It is just an opening, all right, an initiation that shows that I am open, I am present, all right. I am open to communicate, and I am open to network. I'm open to be your friend. I'm open to build a relationship from here. I'm open for a business deal. I'm open for opportunities, all right. So when you have that kind of mindset, it makes everything different, all right. It brings a better and a clearer picture to the benefit of what small talk brings and what small talks really is. Alright, in regards to this, an actionable step you can take to start practicing this is maybe when you go for an event, a seminar, or anything, you can just take some seconds backward and just gaze around, look at the environment, observe the atmosphere, observe people, all right, especially those ones you'll be sitting with. Get to know something you can talk about with them, you know, in regards, maybe you can compliment their dressing, their hair, or something, even the environment, complimenting them, you know, complimenting the place that you're in, talking about the event you came for. All right, this sets an opening for the best communication, for the best conversation that you won't expect. All right, because I even implement this myself whenever I go out, or even wherever I find myself. I try as much as I can to compliment people, and this is an habit that I've been using right from time, and it works. It opens the door for more. Sometimes when you go for an event, you can talk about the event. Oh, is this my first time? How about, is this your first time? Things like that, you know, and you can flow from there. All right. So in connection to this, the next step is the power of observation. Observation is key. Observation is going to save you from a lot of stress. Observation is going to save you from a lot of embarrassment. Observation is going to help you a lot. Learn to observe the scenario, observe the atmosphere, observe the people you're coming to meet, observe the people you're envisioning to meet. It makes a lot of difference. All right, learn to read the room. All right, so you don't say things that you're not meant to say. Reading the room is an underestimated action, is an underestimated art, is an underestimated skill. Learn to read the room. Ensure that you observe 360 degrees, so you know how to blend in, you know how to fall in, so you don't do what you are not meant to do, or say what you're not meant to say. All right, so the third step is have a go-to conversation starter. Have a go-to conversation starter. I am not saying you should have 25 questions to ask when I meet somebody, 23 questions to ask a stranger, 27 conversation. That's bulky, that's stressful. Because I know that it can be paralyzing when you don't have anything to say. This is the fear most time I'm going to say. Do I even know what I want to say? I beg, that's stressful, Jerry. I don't want to say that. No. But when you already prep yourself, if you have like 1, 2, 3, or 4 conversation starter, trust me, if you handle it well, the other person is going to blend in. Before you know it, he or she is bringing up their questions to, and the conversation will be going on smoothly, fine, naturally, spontaneously, without you putting so much effort. So ensure that you have conversation starters at the back of your mind, at the back of your pocket. It doesn't have to be bulky. It doesn't have to be something out of this world. The most basic conversation starters still work. When it comes to having conversation starters, it is very important that you know that it should be open-ended questions. Open-ended questions are lifesaver conversation starters. You don't want to start a conversation or pack conversation starters that are close-ended. Close-ended in the sense that are yes and no kind of questions. No, you should have open-ended conversation starters that will make the other person explain themselves more. Or what do you think about this event? Or is this your first time coming to this event? Or what do you think? How did you get to know about this event? Oh, how was your day? Or did you find it stressful coming here? Questions that would make them explain themselves more. Not questions that will make them give you yes and no answers that would end up leaving the both of you feeling awkward. Alright? So ensure that you have great conversation starters. That help a lot. Okay? So the next tip is listen attentively and ask follow-up questions. Trust me when I say this, everybody loves a great listener. Being a great listener is telling the other person, oh, they care about me so much, they are paying attention. Oh, they care about me so much, they remember my name. Oh, they care about me so much, they remember what I said when we started conversing. People love it when people connect with them. Yes, I do. Every other person loves it. I can't be talking to someone and the person's mind is somewhere. Or maybe when I'm telling you something or discussing with you, then you have to do me. What did you say? When you say something like, what did you say 2 or 3 times? I would know that your mind is not here. I wouldn't want to talk to you. So try as much as you can when even communicating that you are paying maximum attention, that your mind is there and you are asking follow-up questions. Alright? Some people pay attention, but they don't ask follow-up questions. So when you ask follow-up questions, it makes the other person want to talk more about it. Alright? It makes the conversation interesting and to be moving forward. Because maybe when the person finished talking and both of you are just looking at yourself like that, it will be so awkward and the communication will just die there. So follow-up questions help, because when you ask the person will be triggered to also want to ask you. From there, the conversation will just keep building and building. Alright? So ensure that you listen attentively and you ask follow-up questions. Okay, so moving on to the next tip is find common ground quickly. There is nothing that is as blissful and sweet as having something in common with someone. So ensure that what you guys are discussing, and when they bring up something that is relatable to you or something that you have done or something you can relate to, be like, wow, are you serious? I can relate to that. So that happened to me too. It creates this form of connection. Alright, imagine maybe they are talking about something and they mention, oh, I have a niece that is always chill, that knows how to sing. But I say, are you serious? I have a niece that sings too. That, or maybe they mention something like, I love to play the piano, I love music. I could be like, wow, I play the piano too. I even go for music lessons. That makes a huge difference. When you guys have a common ground, when you guys have something in common. Alright, so try as much as you can. There will always be something, no matter how small it is. No matter how small it is, even if you are a daydreamer and the person mentions, oh, I daydream, don't find it awkward. If you, oh, wow, I daydream too. Something that would create that bond and connection. There is nothing as blissful and sweet as knowing that there is someone that relates with you, there is someone that understands you. Everybody wants to be understood. So finding a common ground like that makes a huge difference. Alright, next tip is practice graceful exits. Know when to end the practice graceful exits. Know when to end the conversations. I feel like a lot of people, they know how to start conversations, but they don't know how to end it. It's a common dilemma which I feel like we need to address. You need to learn. It's not just enough to learn how to start conversations. How do you end it gracefully? So you don't let the other person, so you don't leave the other person feeling awkward. So you don't also feel awkward yourself. I mean, you started something good and along the line you're messing it all up. That's bad. That's -1. All right. So learn how to leave a conversation gracefully. Let's say, for instance, let's paint a picture. You went for an event, a seminar, right? And you guys were discussing, talking about everything in general, and you guys even along the line found a common ground. You can be like, oh, it's genuinely nice talking to you, and it's really nice meeting you. And the other person might be like, oh, it's my pleasure. And be like, wow, I now feel so relaxed and feel more at home now that I spoke to you. I mean, getting to know there is someone that I can relate with, or getting to know there is someone that has a niece that loves music just like myself. It feels so good. Wow. Then when the program is about to start, you can be like, oh, we can always catch up, right? Yeah, sure, we can catch up. And by the way, my name is Lucy. That is a good way to end the conversation and exit gracefully. If you want to exchange contacts, that's fine, that's perfect, right? And also remember their names. At the end of the conversation, call out their name again. There is this popular saying that people love to hear their names. Alright, when you are ending the conversation, you now still say their name again. You're stamped in their heart for life. You're stamped in their hearts. You'll be a major highlight of their day that day. Okay, so always know how to end the conversation gracefully. Don't make it awkward. Don't just stop talking. The person is talking to you, maybe then the facilitator or whatever you guys, or someone just comes in, you just go quiet or mute, or you just start talking to someone else. Gosh, that is bad. That doesn't go well. That's not good. All right. So when maybe you want to talk to someone else or you want to leave, end the conversation gracefully. Appreciate the person. Yeah, appreciate the person, appreciate the conversation. And you can also state how it made you feel. And you move on, and it will be a win-win for everyone. You feel good, the person will feel good, and it will be a beautiful day. Okay, so the next tip is don't force deep authenticity at the first stage. Guys just meet and you're trying to break the ice. Don't force deep conversations. Just go with the flow. Most introverts and even extroverts, they do that thing. Maybe when you're meeting someone for the first time, you now become a bit full of yourself. You're not trying to impress. You now start doing too much. You now start giving out so much information that you're not meant to give. I mean, it has happened to me quite a number of times, right? I go for maybe events or seminars and I meet some people. We start up all well and go. The next thing I'm getting information that I am not meant to get. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm saying go at a more steady pace. Don't give out so much information that you are not meant to give. It's like starting from 1, 2, 3, 4, then you jump the other figures and you jump to 100. It will be too overwhelming. And it'll be scary, alright? So go at a gentle pace. Don't be in a rush to fill all the silence with your words. Don't be in a rush to make such a big impression, alright? Just go at a low pace. Take it one step at a time. Let it flow. Don't go about doing too much. Alright? Embrace or try out the one good question strategy. This is a means that I use most times too, where you just throw one good question that would open the answer, like one question that have layers, in the sense that they'll answer the first layer, then you now ask a follow-up question on the answer. It will just be opening layers like that. You need just one good question. So you don't put so much pressure on yourself that you want to be the funniest, the most loudest, the smartest, and all of those things. You have nothing to prove. Just ask one good question and you guys will flow from there. When it comes to the one good question, ensure that it is at the right timing. You can't ask a shallow question in the wrong time. Ask that one good question in the right timing. That is why you need to observe wherever it is you're going, first of all, to know the right questions to ask, to know the right things to do. Okay, one good question is all you need and you are good to go. And there will be no awkward silence, or breathing competition. That moment when you guys have nothing to say and the both of you are just breathing. Oh God, oh my God. That is why you need to prepare yourself before going. Alright, prepare yourself with the questions, your conversation starters. Like I said earlier, they don't have to be something bulky or something strenuous. One or two questions is okay. Or you embrace the one good question strategy. Just one questions that have layers and you are good to go. Okay. Next step is, which is the last step, is leverage your unique strength. I feel like everyone has their unique strength. For me, I'm strong on empathy, I'm thoughtful, I'm a good listener, I'm a very good listener, I'm a good motivator, I'm a good encourager. Like, I find joy in doing all of these things. I find joy in advising people, that is if they want. I find joy in motivating people. I find joy in encouraging people. So that is some of my strength. So the thing is, you find your strength and you use it to your own advantage when communicating. I am not saying you should manipulate them, no. The one tip I feel like everyone needs to know is that the first time you're meeting people, you should be on the lookout to always want to give and not receive. That is the first time, and you're trying to create an impression. So the first time you're giving, so you're giving that your uniqueness out. You're not trying to receive. And if the other person as well have this at the back of their mind, they would want to give you their own uniqueness. Alright, so the first impression, the first time you're meeting someone, you must be selfless. Try, even if you're a selfish person, try as much as you can to be selfless on that day. That creates a unique first impression. Alright, use your uniqueness to your advantage on that day. If you're a great listener, listen perfectly. If you're an empathetic person, be empathetic on that day. That makes all the difference. And all of this some to say that when it comes to mastering small talk, even as an introvert, it's all about being intentional to want to change something that will benefit you, your brand, your business, and bring more opportunities to you. It's all about being intentional to want to change, being intentional to want to develop yourself, being intentional to want to break out of the status quo of being I'm an introvert, I can't talk kind of person, to the status quo of being I can control any situation I find myself. So it all still turns back to you. The onus still lies on you to wanting to be intentional about your growth, your change, your improvement all around. Alright, so this is practically all I have for you today. I tried as much as I can to ensure that this video is not a long one, but if it is, I'm so sorry I can't do a part. So I just wanted to be a one video on that. So remember, if this video speaks to you or if you get something, please do it to drop it in the comment section below. You can also share some of your tips for us to learn. My name is Sam and this is Lich's Journal. On this channel, we do everything self-development, self-growth, life issues in between, and every other juice that comes in between. Alright, do well to drop a like if you like this video. Please share this video, comment, drop your comments. I genuinely value each and every one of your comments, and I see all of you commenting, Queen Nicole and the rest. I am so grateful, and your comments go a long way to encourage me to keep doing this. And also, please do me the favor, do me the honor of actually subscribing. It's entirely free of charge. Click on the red button down below and subscribe. If you engage, it tells the YouTube algorithm that this is a good video and they'll go out of their way to push it to more people. Remember, I post long form videos every Friday, and every other day I do short form videos. So stay tuned for more insight like this. And until I see you on the next one, please do well to take care of yourself. You're loved, you're beautiful, you're cherished, you're the best that you can be. You just haven't realized it. Just keep putting in the effort and doing all that you can consistently. Eventually the result will pull through. So I'll see you on my next one. Until then, take care of yourself, yeah?